So this is going to be a quick demonstration of a fully realized Kessil uh, plus Bluefish system. So this is the first sort of big layer of the lighting system that I'm using on this new African cichlid tank. And this is the backbone, sort of the essential lighting component to the entire system, and it's pretty awesome. So let me show real quick kind of how this works. I like this stuff because it's easy. There are harder ways and more maybe customizable ways to do this, but this Bluefish thing you're seeing on the right of your screen, that's the UI used to control it. It's easy to do, easy to set up, and you can make a tank like this relatively easy. It's not cheap. It's definitely easy. So let me show you real quick. First, let's put it in just demo mode. And this essentially modifies and tweaks, plays around with the color temperature and the intensity of the Kessils. So there are 3 of these Kessil, what are they? I always forget the exact model. Oh, A160WEs, the Tuna Sun. There are 3 of them here, and each one of them have 2 different channels. And the Bluefish can control each of those channels. So one channel controls the color temperature, like warm versus cold, and the other one controls how bright it is, or intensity. So this is just kind of running through various combinations to kind of give you an idea of what you can do. Now there's a lot of other factors that go into this, like surface movement. You need to have the top of the water has to be agitated for that ripple effect to really be pronounced. And the positioning of the Kessil has a lot to do with it as well. The background also plays a factor, like the shape of the background. You'll notice on the left side, that rock that sticks out, it tends to reflect a lot. It gets a lot of light. So it almost blinds that side of the aquarium. So I can modify the position of the lights to change the way the shadows work. And there's also a second Bluefish. It would be 2 different Bluefish controllers. The second one will control 6 different 12 or 24 volt true lumen LED strips. And those will provide sort of a variety of different lighting points that I can tune to add shadows, remove shadows, and whatnot. So this is demo mode. So let me show you what, if I put it in fast forward mode, this just basically runs through the daily lighting configuration that I have set up. So it's nighttime now. On the east side of the tank, the lights come on first, then they all appear, they get brighter and brighter, and they go all the way to midday. And then eventually, it ends up on the lights just on the left, which would be the west. Now, one of the challenges here to make it look truly smooth is when the Kessils get to 13%, they cut off. They do not dim all the way to 0. So to smooth that transition, I use the True Lumen LEDs. The 12 volt versions can be tuned, and can be dimmed way down before they cut off. So I can make it almost seamless, but the Kessils alone, you can't make a seamless day to night transition. Something like this is about as close as you can get. But again, they're the backbone, so you actually we accent the Kessils with true lumens to, polish up the edges, basically. So the way this thing works, as far as the UI goes, let me show you real quick. This little chart will show you, it shows you how the channels are set up, when they come on, when they go off. Right now, you can see I have it set up in a very simple way. The green is for east. It comes on, ramps up. So the ramp times, all this, you can modify all of this different stuff. So let's, like for instance, let's say I want to modify morning. Currently it's set to, it starts at 4 a.m. It's 170 minutes long and it ramps over 90 minutes. And so then you have these different controls. So basically it ramps up the East Kessil's intensity to 100% over a 90-minute period, and then it stays ramped until 170, and that's when the midday. The midday portion comes into play. We can preview this. You can see that just the right side came on, because that's the morning, and then midday is basically everything at 100% pretty much. One change I wanted to make though is you'll notice that the midday currently has the middle is set to cool. See the middle Kessil is set to, its color is set to blue, all the way to the right, and you can actually see that clearly in the tank. See how the middle section looks bluer? It just looks, it's colder. So for midday, I think I want to have everyone be cold, and see what difference that makes. It makes a big difference. It makes a really big difference. Alright, so now that we've made, I meant for this just to be a demo, but it's going to also be a watch how you actually use this product. Alright, so now let's take it out of preview, and let's go back, and now let's do fast forward. So it should cool off, like as it gets further into midday, the light should cool off, which it is. It's subtle. Wait, hold on. Is it going? Yeah, it's going. Yeah, and see the evening, like the morning and the evening are both set to warm. The color is set all the way to the left, and you can really see that. See how it has a yellow tone to it, but then it cools off in the midday, becomes more stark, true sunlight, shining down through as little atmosphere as possible. It's very, very white. It's only when the atmosphere gets involved that the sunlight becomes warm. Yeah, that's cool. See, it's so warm, it's cool. Okay, so you see how this works, right? It's very, very neat. So photo mode here. Oops, photo mode, which I just switched to. Photo mode just basically turns everything on wide open to whatever you set it to. It's basically just a preset configuration. But I typically just leave it in demo. A lot of the time. I won't do the fish or the stream like this, but demo mode's cool because it just sort of like runs through all these different configurations. It glitches the camera too. You'll see that from time to time. The Logitech camera just has there's so much going on, it has a hard time, and it'll glitch it from time to time. So anyway, I hope if you're thinking about building a Kessil plus Bluefish system, I think this is the height of what you can expect. I really do. This turned out way better than I thought it would. And I haven't really had that much time to tune it. This kind of thing takes a lot of tuning, but I've done a good bit, and you can see that it looks pretty dang awesome. I can't wait to have fish in it. That's the thing. It looks this awesome with no fish. Anyway, all right. Thanks, guys.